These are the moments that separate the men from the boys. Warren Buffett said, I like to buy when everybody else is afraid and running away, then turn around and sell when everybody's getting greedy. And right now, we can all sense this hint of fear in the air as Gary Gensler has his hand over a button he can press that could possibly send the market spiraling downward. To top it off, Jim Cramer from television has been giving positive reviews on Bitcoin. And historically, every single thing this guy on TV says has done the exact opposite of what he says. Someone on Twitter posted a letter by one of these ETF providers to their clients saying that they can now offer shorting on Bitcoin. Of course, this was part of a series of letters and is over sensationalized news in my opinion. To get to the truth, we're going to look deep into both the Bitcoin and the Kaspa chart, where we notice an anomaly where it appears that Kaspa might actually be front-running Bitcoin. Remember how Kaspa was originally forming this ascending triangle on the top of its bull flag? This was based on this green origin trend line, which we could see back here in April. For new viewers, we've made a breakthrough in charting cryptocurrency. This anomaly does not happen in the stock market, so it is not widely taught or even acknowledged. Trend lines in crypto charts are repeating themselves over and over again, from Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum, all the way to, of course, Kaspa. And once we acknowledge these, we can gain a massive insight into our charting skill set. Standard practice to identify patterns and then correlate them to the correct statistical probabilities. But once you add in this next layer of origin trend lines, all of these patterns start to really pop, and your understanding of where the price is headed can go to an even deeper level. So on Kaspa, once we lost this ascending triangle, once this origin trend line gave out, we then fell into another bullish pattern, which is, of course, this falling price channel on top of a pole, which is a bull flag. On Bitcoin, we can see right now we're actually still valid in this ascending triangle. Even though we had this little 5-minute candle that shot below it, we actually have a much higher fake out breakout to the upside. This ascending triangle pattern is still valid. And in the scenario that it gives out, this support line right here, which is another origin trend line based off the 2021 peak, you can see these white lines all over the Bitcoin chart. This is a very strong repeating trend line, and there's a very great chance that even if things start to look bearish, like let's say they delay the ETF for another 30 or 60 days, this trend line right here will hold the price candle right around $40,000 until we get to our next breakout point. When is this next breakout going to happen? And we can clearly see a match in our readout on both the Bitcoin chart and the Kaspa chart. Starting with Bitcoin, in the scenario where we lose this ascending triangle, we break to the downside, the price candle stays inside of this purple price channel based on the extremely strong origin trend lines all over the Bitcoin chart marked in white here, until it reaches its next support of this black trend line, where we can see clones on just on this screen in the yellow as well. The exact date that these intersect is between January 28th and February 8th. Jumping into our Kaspa chart, we have an extremely powerful origin trend line Fibonacci pitch marked out here. This is based off of the lows on the bottom of the cup all the way up to the lows on the handle, and it's initiated by this white line. Now, when we set a Fibonacci pitch on top of it, we can see how well the peak of April and August, and even right now, and even mid-flag, all correlates just beautifully with this Fibonacci pitch. This is circling and underlining how powerful and strong these resistance lines are actually going to play out. So we're going to hold the blue resistance line until we reach this final in black marked out trend line. Now, this trend line originated way back here in April. Kaspa formed a symmetrical triangle and then broke to the downside. This is when we initially started laying out these Fibonacci pitches, was all the way back in the summer. And when you set this chart up at home, you can see how much insight they've given into the price channel, specifically at the 3.168, the second to last trend line on the Fibonacci pitch, which is what we're in right now, which is also what we were in on the handle of the cup when the last time everybody was starting to panic on Kaspa. Right now, people are starting to have a bit more fortitude. They're not as sheepish about hodling their Kaspa. The intersection of these two extremely powerful trend lines is happening exactly on February 9th, which is the exact dates that we saw those two other origin trend lines intersect on Bitcoin. This match in the chart is leading me to believe that we will have a period of consolidation until the first week of February, and then we're going to start to see upside into our next breakout. I want to give a shout out to Galaxy Crypto. He just released a short video where he altered his trading techniques, and he said that his best portfolio idea would be 90% Kaspa and then 10% into his GameFi long shots. Personally, I think that is an absolutely amazing portfolio idea. We're going to jump in and cover some gaming tokens right now. As you can see, they're all on the floor. And just a few weeks out, we gave a shout out where we personally sold our GFAL. We're going to say why we sold our GFAL, and more importantly, why we believe that Miria is going to be the #1 GameFi token looking into the future. Of course, there's nothing wrong with GFAL. It just doesn't have the narrative to be the next Gala Games, and we're going to enhance that interpretation in a video this week. Thanks for checking this one out, guys. Your family and friends have probably asked you about cryptocurrency, but once you explain cold storage, they're like, nope, I am out. With the Tangent wallet, it's just like a debit card, super easy. An elderly person could even use one. You become an affiliate marketer when you use a discount code. Jesse AI. Now, as you hook your friends and family up, you start to receive kickbacks. You're your own affiliate marketer. We'll catch you on the next one.